Hey guys, Superior David here, back with another Superior Deck Tech, and today we'll be going over a deck that I've been having a blast with on ladder, and also a ton of success with, and that is Highlander Mage. This particular list I've been playing is heavily tech for aggro matchups, so I find it performs better against Hunter and Demon Hunter than you'd expect, which is awesome because you're going to be seeing a lot of these classes on ladder, and we also do alright against Enrage and Egg Warrior, whatever people are calling it these days, which is important because you're going to be seeing more warriors as you rank up on ladder. So all around, Highlander Mage is a solid deck to climb with at the moment, but on top of all of this, the classes I just mentioned are all receiving varying degrees of nerfs, and I think Highlander Mage only stands to benefit from this. So you definitely want to be familiar with Highlander Mage because it's primed to be an even more competitive deck after these upcoming balance changes. And now let's get down to business. Basically, Highlander Mage is a control deck, but we're not your classic remove your opponent's minions and wait until they run out of resources control deck. Hunter, Demon Hunter, and even Warrior with Grom and its Core Crom Burst combo have too much reach and inevitability for us to sit back and relax. Instead, we control the early game with removal and the few cheaper minions we run. Then in the mid game, we try to gain tempo on board so that when we reach the late game, we overwhelm our opponent with our powerful, expensive minions and spells. We've got classic early game board control cards that you've seen in Highlander Mage before, like Arcane Breath, Doomsayer, and Flame Ward. But the new MVP for keeping early game boards in check is definitely the Imprisoned Observer, especially against Demon Hunter, where most of their early game minions have 2 or less health. And even in slower matchups, the Imprisoned Observer is really good at chipping away at health on the board to ensure full clear with Reno the Relicologist on turn 6, which is one of our big mid-game tempo plays to start taking over the game. The other big mid-game tempo play being Dragoncaster on turn 6, cheating out any of our big spells. Doing this with Deep Freeze or Power Creation will put 3 mid-range minions on the board, which applies just a ton of pressure. Then, of course, you could cheat out a Puzzle Box, which I think you want to use more as like a Hail Mary when you're behind. But honestly, the spell pool is really good right now, so even if you cast it while ahead, I think it will generally turn out well for you. These plays pave the way for our powerful late game bombs, with the most important in my opinion being both of the Alexstraszas. Many games you just get to turn 9 and you play Dragon Queen Alex and you get some powerful dragons that your opponent can't answer and you win the following turn. I like to think we've all been there, but I think OG Alexstrasza is just as important for winning games because you just need one decent board to stick, and then you could Alex your opponent down to 15 the following turn, and then either kill them or get them close enough to where you probably win the turn after. Against aggro decks though, OG Alexstrasza is really good for stabilizing when your health gets low. I've had many games where my opponents try to set up like a 2-turn lethal, but then I drop the Alex to heal up in between and they just have to concede because they've used all their burst. Those situations are hilarious. I think the most skill testing part of this deck though is when to use Zephrys. Against aggro decks, I think you want to use him for either a mid-game tempo swing or healing since we have very limited healing options. But if you can manage to hold on to your Zeph until the late game, maybe think about using him for lethal because player removal is the best kind of removal after all. Against slower decks, I mainly like to use Zephrys on turn 2 to get a wild growth because our mana curve is pretty high, so ramp is great. But if I don't have Zeph on turn 2, then I'll try to save him for lethal and slower matchups. But don't be afraid to use him as removal if you need to, because he could often create game-winning tempo swings. The mulligan for this deck can be nuanced and depends on what you're going up against, but generally speaking, you always keep Zephrys due to the flexibility and the Reno the Relicologist just because it's such a fantastic tempo swing, even in slower matchups. And then for aggro, I'm mainly looking for Imprisoned Observer, Ancient Mysteries, Doomsayer, and Arcane Breath, all for that early game board control. I've tried keeping both secrets in the mulligan against aggro, and I found that keeping Flame Ward is actually pretty good. But I would not keep Ice Barrier because it doesn't do anything to impact the board. And you're like, oh, cool, I gain 8 life, but then the minions are still there and you just lose at the following turn. As for slower matchups, I'm looking for Astromancer Solarium because slow games tend to go on for more turns, so we have a better chance of actually drawing the prime to get value from it. Very powerful card that can win games if you're lucky. Arcane Intellect is also a good keep because we can afford to take our time and draw cards in slower games because we're usually not under that much pressure. Escape Mana Saber is also really nice because it can help us ramp into our more powerful mid-game and even late-game cards if it sticks around. And I'll even keep Twilight Drake because it's just a solid body and can be annoying to remove depending on what class you're going up against. Dragoncaster is all around a bit of a wild card keep in my opinion. I've had games where I keep it in the mulligan on the coin and cheat out Power Creation on turn 5 and win games on the spot. But I've also had games where I keep it and either don't draw a big spell or don't draw a dragon, and those moments feel horrible. Overall, I do think it's worth the risk, but against aggro in particular, you gotta prioritize having those early game plays first. Then specifically against Priest, I'll keep the Amazing Reno because it's just a value engine, and you really need it if you're gonna go the distance in that matchup. The Battlecry is great, but like I mentioned before, the spell pool right now is honestly pretty good, so I find that the times where Reno screws me over are, they happen, but I feel like most of the time the Reno hero power is a net benefit to me. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and now before we get into some gameplay, drop a like if this video helped you out because it really helps me out. And if you still have any questions, you guys can over on Twitch where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Link will be down in the description. Now time for that superior gameplay. Demon Hunter. Okay, let's see how we can do against Demon Hunter. This is a good match to showcase because Demon Hunters are rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We don't keep the deep freeze, but eventually you could lock Demon Hunter out of the game by just deep freezing their face. Very important. Just because most of their kit revolves around attacking, so when their face is frozen, like oftentimes they just can't deal that last bit of damage, and it's hysterical. Unless they get like Metamorphosis or Altruist, but then you're just like, you get a little salty, you know. But anyways, we got the Dragon Caster. We have no dragon, we have no spells, but maybe we draw into those and we make some magic happen with this. We are on the coin. We have the Doomsayer. No, I don't know if we coin out this Doomsayer because our hand, we have nothing going on. I think I would rather risk it with the Doomsayer. We even have Frost Nova Doomsayer combo, which, you know, I think we actually have a good chance of getting off. Oh, he thinks he's so cute with his little beam and sidekick. Which is, I mean, I'm actually like, I dig this a lot because now they like don't really run Priestess of Fury anymore, which gives us like a ton of trouble. And, you know I was saying that I was gonna save this Doomsayer for Frost Nova Doomsayer. I think it's gonna be much better just to play it on turn 2 right now because only 3 damage on the board. To clear this off, he needs like Twin Slice, and like I-Beam, or maybe no, he just needs I-Beam actually. And then he'd trade all these into the minion. I think that's worth it. Like if this was the other one drop that gains attack when he attacks, I would be a little more careful with my Doomsayer because he could probably clear it off. But I feel like you might not have the answers. They've even been cutting I-Beams too. So I feel like there's a pretty decent chance this Doomsayer goes off. Yep, there we go. And that's good. We get to save our coin. Rusty Raider's gonna be like our big game tempo swing, unless we get like a big spell off this. I think we go for the card draw here just because we don't really have much going on. Our hand's pretty garbage, too slow. But this Ice Barrier will get value later just because Demon Hunter, they could apply so much damage. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely coining this out next turn, but it's good that we've seen this now. So that means he's not going to be able to push past taunts later if we get like a power creation down and we roll the taunts. That's really important. And now this is just annoying for him to get through. If he has the Warglaves, I think he could push past this pretty easily, but if he doesn't... Oh wait, no Warglaves this turn. That's good. That's good. This will be like a good turn to like get the Ice Barrier down. Is he going to smack this? Oh, sweet. He's just wasting weapon swings. Never mind, he has an I-Beam. The one I-Beam in his deck, probably. Ooh. See, like, this will kill our Astromancer Solarian.
What to do?
I don't think that matters, though, because honestly, like, he's probably, like, if we, like, ping this, play the Solarian, he's just going to hero power trade anyways, which, like, doesn't really do much. So I think we will just do this and get the Ice Barrier down. Whether he trades in like this or uses his hero power, I feel like it's pretty whatever. I think we want to get this Ice Barrier down. And then next turn we set up for like Ancient Mysteries. Oh, he traded it anyways. Cool. That's good for us. Because that's 2 damage not coming out of our face. Anytime Demon Hunter doesn't go face with something, you're very happy. Just because they have so much pressure and inevitability. Like you need every bit of sustain to not die to them. And oh no. There's a Glybound Adept coming in. Oh. Well, I got you off the top. That's pretty nice. I could even like tempo out like Dragon Cast or freeze the board. I don't know how good that is. I really want to get the Ancient Mysteries down. I'm thinking more that it's going to be like Twilight Drake, Ray of Frostless though. And then next turn, we Solarian Prime.
What to do?
Because we're not taking this 6 damage. We don't want to take the 6 damage. I could even Ray of Frost it again. And then set up for an Ancient Mysteries Flame Ward. But I feel like that's not good. Because then he'll just like, we'll still take the 6 damage face. We want to set up a board where we're not going to take the 6 damage. Oh my god. Oh wait, this Solarian Prime's going to have to put the team on his back here. Alright, let's see it. Let's see it, Solarian Prime. Oh boy. Just Flame Strike, please. I can't. Oh, okay, this one's still alive. But this is dead. This is dead, so that's really good. Actually, is it? Yeah, I can't attack it. So that means it's dead. And we got a Flame Ward. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm actually gonna hit him in the face. I'm hitting him in the face because we need to apply pressure. And we could just ping this next turn. It's really no big deal. And we got another Ray of Frost. Oh my god. We gotta love Demon Hunter. And now this is where I think we could get some big tempo plays here. We Dragon Caster, we Power Creation. Yes. And depending on what we get, we'll ping this. Oh my goodness. This is pretty tough. Pretty tough decision. If we go with the Wind Fury Harpies, I think we go for the tempo now rather than like the tempo later. Because I think we like this needs to die. We could like trade in one dude here. Trade this in here. Or maybe we could double trade into this and like freeze that. I think we want to get the 7 damage face. So let's go with the Evasive Worms. Boom. Wait, no, oh, whoops. I totally effed that up. So we're improvising, chat. I was supposed to ping this and then trade, and then go face with this, but... oh boy. Oh boy. That was not good. Well, this has to die.
What time runs out on?
And, you know, we're improving here a little bit. Fortunately, like, this isn't that good. We pretty much only lose to Altruis. And he could get the Altruis off this. Oh man, please don't get the Altruis. We've seen both Priestesses of Fury. He runs Psychic and Priestess of Fury. Oh my god. That was a big misplay though. He's gonna clear this board off, but now he misplayed. Because he doesn't know it's a Flame Ward. He has no reason to believe that this is gonna be a Flame Ward. Oh my god. Slash also he might just not go face. Oh boy. I think we just Dragon Queen Alex, honestly.
Life and hope.
He's going face regardless. We got to get some value. Oh baby, these are some good cards. He's got to kill us this turn. If he has Beaming Sidekick, then we're sort of screwed. I don't know. I sort of messed up that one turn. And hopefully it doesn't screw us over. And oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I think he's still in a position where he's got to kill us. It's possible. If he doesn't kill us this turn, we win. If he doesn't kill us this turn, we win. That's typically how these Demon Hunter games go. That you play them very close to the vest. Oh god. Oh god. If he has the second Glybound Adept, we're a little screwed. What are we hoping this card is? Oh boy. Oh boy. And... oh, we win. We win. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I may have messed up that one turn, but we are never punished. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he just realized what happened there. Wow. Wow. And see, guys, that's how these Demon Hunter games go. You play them very close to the vest. You need like every resource because you saw how much inevitability that Demon Hunter had. I think we played some parts of that game better than others, but overall I'm pretty proud with how we came out in the end. I think this goes to show that sometimes you just gotta like hope and pray for the Dragon Queen Alex. Very powerful card. Won us the game there. But I feel like we would have won even if we got like any two like decent sized dragons. We would have won the game. The Warlock one was just sort of like really it really sealed the deal. It made for a great YouTube video moment. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the deck guide, and I will see you on the next one. Later.